meteorologist Chris Boone.
Starting off with a look at those last 24-hour temperatures. Again, we didn't cool down all too much last night, only getting into those 80s for those overnight lows, and then we quickly warmed right back into those 90s and those triple digits, and we stayed in those triple digits for several hours this afternoon, and then we gradually started to cool down as that sun started to set, and we're only in those 90s now as we've started that cool down again, reaching that afternoon high once again, continuing that trend of seeing those above average temperatures. So we reached that afternoon high of 105 degrees today, and we'll be seeing very similar conditions expected over these next several afternoons, and actually seeing a slight increase in those temperatures as well, looking forward to the weekend as well as next week. So adding yet another triple digit day so far this year. So adding on to that total 47 days so far of the year of 2023 that we've reached those afternoon highs into those triple digits. And again, that's just going to continue to rise over these next several weeks. So actually looking at that current temperature downtown, we're still seeing those very warm temperatures even as we are getting close to 10:30 p.m. So 93 downtown San Angelo, 58 for that dew point, still being fairly dry out there, 31% humidity, and those winds out of the southeast right now and at 8 miles per hour. So we've seen those winds fairly calm for the majority of our Friday. And those current temperatures across the Concho Valley, all of us actually sitting in those 90s. Again, all of those low 90s across the entire Concho Valley, and we'll all continue to cool down over these next several hours. And even zooming out and looking across the state, so almost the entire state covered in those 90s as well, though a couple of places already cooling into those 80s. We do see a couple towards those edges of the state, 87 in Houston, even looking off towards those northern parts of the state, 85 in Amarillo. But for the most part, the rest of us sitting in those 90s, and even looking out across the nation, we're seeing that heat really just stay off towards those southern parts of the nation. Again, 92 in Oklahoma City, 94 once again here in San Angelo. Looking off towards the west, seeing even warmer temperatures in Arizona, 102 in Phoenix. And for the most part, that's where those warm temperatures are hanging out, because the rest of the nation seems to be seeing some cooler spots. Almost the entire nation sitting in those 70s besides us here in the south. And actually, as we go through these next 12 hours, even our coolest part of the night, we're not going to be seeing what the rest of the nation is seeing. So gradually cooling down over these next several hours, a degree or two every hour or so until we reach those morning hours. Then when that sun starts to rise, we'll very quickly raise right back into those triple digits tomorrow afternoon. And again, continuing to see those above average conditions even overnight tonight, 79 for those overnight lows. Looking ahead to tomorrow, another hot afternoon, adding a degree, 106 for that afternoon high. Very sunny skies, winds out of the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that's why we're going to be seeing those heat warnings in place for tomorrow. Those excessive heat warnings across almost the entire Concho Valley. Again, only one outlier, that being Reagan County, as they're just going to be a tad bit cooler. But the rest of us seeing those heat warnings in place tomorrow, starting at noon and going all the way until 8 p.m. So again, that daily planner looking ahead to our Saturday, starting that morning in those 80s and then reaching noon 99. 4 p.m. already at 106. So again, that's just going to continue to see those hot temperatures over these next several afternoons. Even looking at that weekend forecast, so continuing to raise those temperatures. 106 for our Saturday with those sunny skies, 78 for those overnight lows, 107 looking ahead to our Sunday as temperatures just continue to heat up. So we're just going to continue to see those triple digits over these next several afternoons. So looking ahead to the weekend, still seeing those triple digits, and looking ahead to next work week, those will continue as well.